Hey, Shalom. All praises to Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. And much honors and mercy to you, sincere brothers out there, the true house of David. And basically, I just wanted to go into how the Gospels of Yahweh Shai, they're not designed for the wicked. And so how men are teaching in these last days, you have to understand that in order for you to, let's just look at it like this. If you're going to teach prophecies, you would have to believe in the Lord first. But because we're in a time where you can get information and you can get things real fast, you could actually skip over believing, having faith, judging, discerning, and just jump right to the prophecies and then just focus on that. So what guys are not really explaining as they teach all these prophecies is that it's not going to profit you to know all these things when you're not even in the spirit, or you're not even in agreement with Yahweh Shai. You see, so these things are real critical. And you know, one of the scriptures that I was thinking about, it's in Proverbs. Because once you understand this, right? Once you understand that the wicked, right? Yahweh Shai was like, it's like raid unto roaches. He's like the boot unto ants, if I may say. He's like the fire to the wood. So the gospel's in the way of Yahweh Shai. Because Yahweh Shai, he's supposed to be glorified. You know, you're supposed to glorify him because he's representing the Father. And then by representing the Father, Yahweh Shai came on the earth and showed us what actually pleases the Father and what actually keeps us in the spirit to the Father. You see? So like when you understand like this truth, you understand that Yahweh Shai is the most important thing, because the Lord had Moses and Elijah up on that mount. He took Peter and John up on that mount. He had them up on that mount, and what that was representing, it was representing that Yahweh Shai is over the law and he is over the prophets. He's the second in command, which is beautiful. So you have to glorify the Lord. But what men are doing, they're not doing that. Just like we brought out the other night, the revelations of Yahweh Shai. So you can't really go into these prophecies, but guys are doing it. But you have to believe in Yahweh Shai and the prophets. Then you have to walk like it. So the gospels are like raid unto like guys that are wicked. So I wanted to read this real quick. It says, Proverbs 29 and 27, an unjust man is an abomination to the just, and he that is upright in the way is an abomination to the wicked. Right? So they despise Yahweh Shai. So like if you think about it, let's just say like all this shit that's going on in the world. And I got another part to do. My last part I wanted to do, but this is something else. Just like you're thinking about the things in the world, and like you're being a newscaster, you're bringing all these news events and what's happening here and what's happening there and what's happening this. This shit is external. Now, when you get yourself together inside, everything else will take care of itself outside. But you have to get yourself together in the inside. And that's what these prophecies allow men to do. They allow you to teach in a certain way where you can just X Yahweh Shai out and not even really go into him and not teach brothers how to see or give brothers discernment or faith or teaching or coming in the spirit like Yahweh Shai, because it's not really if you look at it for guys that's wicked, it's not really profitable to you if you was to teach Yahweh Shai. If you're wicked, It's not profitable for you to teach Yahushai, because Yahushai was against the guy sitting on high seats. He was against those wicked scribes and those Pharisees. He was telling them that you have to seek the inward parts. You see what I'm saying? And if you go into Yahushua, he constantly went into faith. He gave you parables of the faith, of the fig tree, and he was blinding. He was constantly rebuking men on high. See, Yahushua, he wasn't on high. So that's why, I went to that scripture. When you understand this word for what it is, you'll understand that the wicked, the way that they teach is they put the prophecies over Yahushua. Because just like the scripture I read, let me read this again. Proverbs, let me read this. Proverbs 29 and 27 again. It says, an unjust man is an abomination to the just, and he that is upright is in the way. Let me read that again. An unjust man is an abomination to the just, and he that is upright in the way is abomination to the wicked. You see that? So Yahushua, if you're righteous, you're abomination unto the wicked. And if you're wicked, they hate Yahushua and they hate you because you come in that spirit of Yahushua. So just like the scriptures tell you in Jeremiah, these men are setting traps, meaning that guys are taking the word and the scriptures, and they're using the scriptures. They're using this as a it's to catch men, not in a good way, but in a way where they can bind you into a camp, because you're not free in these camps. Yahushua makes you free. You can't just do a lesson what you want. You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You're not free, because these guys are corrupt, so they don't want certain things coming out. So you got to understand what's going on, man. So understanding that, you got to understand that these camps are abominations. They're part of the abominations in the Revelations, the 17th chapter, when it talks about all the abominations. You have the way of the world, the churches, you have the white man, you have this, you have that, you have all these corrupt things happening in America. And what these camps and these churches, they have become a part of that. So Proverbs 15:9, the way of the wicked is an abomination unto the Lord, but he that loveth him that followeth after righteousness. So the way of the wicked is an abomination. Now, I've run this out again. I want to read this one more time. Luke 15:16, it says, and he said unto them, ye are they which justify yourself before men, but the Most High knoweth your hearts. Right? So we see guys. We see what guys are doing. They're not really Yahushua. If they could, they would snatch Yahushua out the scriptures. You see what I'm saying? Because they're just using Yahushua. They're not walking the way of Yahushua, because guys are highly esteemed and great. They're exalted. They're famous. Now check this out. Luke 16:15, and he said unto them, ye are they which justify yourselves before men, but the Most High knoweth your hearts. For that which is highly esteemed among men is an abomination in the sight of the Lord. You see what I'm saying? So men that's teaching this word, they are an abomination to the Lord, because they have exalted themselves and esteemed themselves. Like I've said, I went into that word esteem, and it goes into being honored. And that's an abomination to be honored. See, they're not telling you that. As you give double honor, see, the Lord is bringing this out because he's going to make a move on these camps, man. And these guys that's running these camps, because these guys that's running these camps, they're in the spirit of defying the Lord. Like, you can't tell these guys anything. They're totally gone because the pride and the fame has destroyed these guys. And like the scriptures say, they're in the spirit where have we done righteous wickedly? You know, like they're in the spirit like they haven't done a damn thing wrong. Like that scripture in Proverbs, such a way as a adulterous woman, she wiping her mouth and act like she ain't done a goddamn thing. Well, that's our people. Proverbs 13:21, evil shall pursue sinners, but to the righteous good shall be repaid. Right, so evil is going to repay these guys, man. Evil. You see? Because they're not walking according to Yahushua. They're doing their own thing because they become prideful. And once you become prideful, you're in the flesh. So that's the main reason why you're not supposed to take any high seats or make yourself great, is because what's going to happen is the spirit is not going to dwell with you. And you're going to be teaching this word in the flesh. And that's why the Lord got us brothers teaching like this, because this is real serious. Men are in the flesh. Once you become in the flesh, then it's no turning back. So what's had to happen is you have to get away from the wickedness that's there. You see what I'm saying? Proverbs, let me read this. Proverbs 10:2, treasures of wickedness profiteth nothing, but righteousness delivereth from death. So the like the scriptures say, you'll rather deal with the meek and the humble than divide the spoils with the proud. You see what I'm saying? So the men that's teaching that become high, they become proud. You see what I'm saying? That's why Yahushua, when those wicked scribes would come around, he was so much, he had to cuss their ass out. You know, he really had to go in on them. You see? Talking about healing on the Sabbath day, and he said, hey, like if one of your sheeps or if one of your goats fall into a ditch, would you not get them out of a fucking ditch, or you'll let the goat die? You see? So they were against the spirit of Yahushua. And so just like today, the wicked scribes and the Pharisees, which we read about in the scriptures, they're high and they're exalted. So according to the scriptures and how Yahushua walked, these men, they're here today. And what are they doing? They're high and exalted. They can teach all this shit, but they're not in the spirit of the Lord. You see what I'm saying? So just like the like I mentioned yesterday, when you go to Yahushua, what he did, he was able to bring certain things to light, and by him doing that, he wasn't able to be out there like that. So men that put themselves out there like that, they're not walking the way of Yahushua, because remember, Yahushua, he had to hide, man. He had to hide himself. Now Jeremiah 3:8, it says, and I saw when for all the causes whereby backsliding Israel committed adultery and had put her away and given her a bill of divorce, yet her treacherous sister Judah feared not, but went and played the harlot also. So our people, they have a tendency of becoming wicked, man. You see what I'm saying? And so that's what has happened, right? Especially in this world where we living at right now. The world is dominated by men that's wicked, and the wicked sit on power. The scriptures say the vilest men are on every side when the wicked are basically raised up, basically. And so that's what we have going on. Proverbs 3:30-20. Such a way of a adulterous woman, she eateth and wipeth her mouth, and saith, I have done no wickedness. And that's the spirit of our people. They're totally in the spirit like they haven't done anything wrong, but the Lord is actually calling out their wickedness. You see? So we have to understand that the same type of attitude the same thing that they was doing to the prophets, they're doing it right now. They're not using the Lord for exalting the Lord. They're using the Lord to exalt themselves. Matthew 21:37. But the last of all, he sent unto them his son, saying, they will reference my son. So the Lord sent the second in command, the elect one. You know, the Lord of spirits. He sent his elect son down. I just want to get this parable real quick. It says, but 37, Matthew 21:37, but the last of all, he sent unto them his son, saying, they will reference my son. But when the husbandmen saw the son, they said among themselves, this is the heir. Come, let us kill him and let us seize his inheritance. See, that's the attitude of our people, and look how they treated the Lord. Now, remember, too, that when they had a chance to let the Lord go, the spirit was on our people to where they picked the murderers. So that's just like right now, our people in that spirit where they like to pick the murderers and then drug dealers and the rappers and the demonic guys. That's the spirit that the people are in. They're in the spirit of picking the murderers and the lowlifes and the nobodies and the thieves. You see? That's what spirit they're in. So what we have to do, being in this wicked ass world, the Lord just set up a few men in that spirit that Yahushua in to pull up a few. You see? Now Matthew 21:37, but the last of all he sent unto them his son, saying, they will reference my son. But when the husbandmen saw the son, they said among themselves, this is the heir. Come, let us kill him and let us seize his inheritance. And they caught him and cast him out of the vineyard and slew him. Did they give him double honors? No, they slew him. You see, and this is what they do to the prophets of the Lord. You see? Now, verse 40. And when the Lord, therefore, of the vineyard cometh, he will do unto this husbandman. They say unto him, he will miserably destroy those wicked men, will let out his vineyard unto his husband, which shall render him the fruits of their season. So this is what Yahushua say, because he's talking about their ass. Did you ever read in the scriptures, the stone which the builders rejected is the same corner in the head of the corner? This is the Lord's doing, and it is that the builders rejected. The same has become the head of the corner, and it is the Lord's doing. It is marvelous in our eyes. It says, therefore I say unto you, the kingdom of the Most High shall be taken from you and be given to a nation that bringeth forth fruits. And whosoever shall fall on this stone shall be grounded, shall be broken, but whosoever it fall, it shall grind in the powder. And when the chief priests and the Pharisees had heard of these Pharisee parables, they perceived that he spake of them. Right, so the Spirit is talking to these guys on high. The Spirit is talking to all these guys on high that's taking the Lord's word, and they're not teaching Yahushua. They're not representing Yahushua. Guys are teaching faith when they're not even teaching you how to be in the spirit of Yahushua so you can be in the spirit. They're scaring you about all these things that come. So when these things come, the spirit will not be with the majority of guys they're teaching, because they taught guys prophecies and they've rejected Yahushua. So like the Lord said, the Lord sent his son. They're not even referencing Yahweh Shai like that because they're not of the Lord. And remember, what's good to us, like Yahweh Shai, is evil to these men because they're far away from his spirit. But with that, man, the chief priests, the scribes, and the Pharisees of the day, they know that the spirit is on their ass, but they're just as wicked as their forefathers. So like we say, they have to fill up the measure of their forefathers. But with that, man, death to the wicked, and it's on to the next one. Hey, Shalom.